Hello, this is Miss Schrader. Today we are going to be talking about Machu Picchu, which is a famous site in Peru. My students, you need a piece of paper and something to write with so you can take notes. When you're done, you are giving me between 5 and 7 sentences about what you found interesting, educational, and important about Machu Picchu. We're going to start with the picture that we're looking at, which is pretty much a standard picture of Machu Picchu. It is a 15th century Incan citadel located in the Andes Mountains at 797 feet above sea level. It is often referred to as the lost city of the Incas, and it is located in the Machi Machu Picchu district. Um, the Incas had no written language, so we don't really know much about it. It is understood today that it was probably a place used in the summer months as a place to be keep cool, so it wasn't really a town that was used on a regular basis. So this map can show you where Machu Picchu is. It's in South America on the far western side. Gives you an idea exactly where. So the Incas started around 500 CE, continued into the 1500s CE. As with a lot of great South American cultures, the Spanish came in, they were looking for gold and silver. They took the king hostage to get the gold and silver. Eventually, they kill the king. The Inca population was decimated by European diseases. There are still Incas living in these areas, the descendants of the people that we are talking about. The picture that you're looking at obviously is a more modern European picture concerning some Incas. In 1911, an American historian and explorer named Hiram Bingham traveled to the area looking for the old Incan capital, and he was led to Machu Picchu by a villager. Um, and this is the first time that the Europeans really know about this place. As you look at the picture you're looking at, this is Machu Picchu in ruins. And so he was doing research on it, trying to figure out how to save the area. And this is a map that shows you what Machu Picchu looks like today. On the left side of this, you can see the Inca Trail, because, of course, one of the big things with Machu Picchu today is it gets a huge number of tourists every year, far more than the site can actually handle. And there is a certain amount of destruction going on because of it. This spot is called the Temple of Three Windows. You can see the three windows kind of towards the back there. It is considered to be part of the original archaeological site, and so it would have been amongst the oldest stuff that has been found there. This is called the Temple of the Sun. And of course, that's a modern archaeologist's name for it. The temple is made from a 1.2 by 2.5 millimeter, or excuse me, meter rock platform. And it has something called a serpent's door, which I don't think we can see here. But you can see the incredible detail in the building. And none of this was done with any cement. They had to basically put the stone in and make sure that each stone was carved to the next so they would fit together perfectly. This is called the Intihuatana stone, and it is believed that it might have been designed as an astronomical clock or a calendar. Apparently, the spot is supposed to be tied to the sun at a certain time of the year. the sun will light on a particular area. This area is referred to as the residential section. So they believe that the Incas would have lived in these areas here. I don't know if they separate out the royalty from everybody else, but since this was supposed to be something like a royal summer palace, I'm assuming that yes, they would have done that. This is described as a panoramic view of Machu Picchu. By the time it gets here, it's kind of been shortened a bit, but yes, it would have been much longer. Machu Picchu is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and so there are a huge number of regulations concerning the huge number of tourists who want to come here. One of the first things you need to be aware of is that since it's in the southern hemisphere, their winter is our summer and vice versa. So you need to go in the winter. You have to have tickets well in advance. People get tickets early. You notice all of these folks, they're there in the summertime, but they are warmly dressed. A lot of people want to hike up to the site, which is a physical strain. And particularly since it's so high up, you need to make sure you have the physical power to do this. You need to have trained up, and you would need to have thought about the necessity of getting yourself some oxygen tanks, possibly. Where are you going to stay needs to be addressed. There are hotels up there, but they book up very quickly. And there are a limited number of tickets available. So it is a huge, big deal if you're trying to visit Machu Picchu. Apparently, a lot of the fun, silly pictures of Machu Picchu include llamas. Not really certain why, but yeah, here's some of those. My students, you are giving me between 5 and 7 sentences about what you found interesting, educational, and important about Machu Picchu. Thank you.